Hello friends, you're watching English with D, the channel with no jargon, only useful information. We want to really thank you for your appreciation that we have got for our efforts, and it is very satisfying to know that our lessons are helping you guys in your IELTS preparation. Now coming to today's lesson, in which you will learn how to attempt the questions in which you have to match statements or opinions with persons mentioned in the passage. But before we begin, if you are a new viewer, then subscribe to our channel, and needless to say, like and share this video as much as possible. So let's get started. First of all, you need to learn about a huge misconception about this type of question, which many trainers unfortunately teach to their students, and that is that statements or opinions are always mentioned in quotes or inverted commas. Please understand that this is quite often the case, but not always. In fact, to identify statements or opinions, you have to look for certain words along with inverted commas. We call these words as statement opinion words, and the most commonly used statement opinion words are says or said, argues or argued, believes or believed, explains or explained, thinks or thought, claims or claimed, according to. There are few more such words, but these are the ones which are used most commonly. Now, we will highlight briefly the four main steps involved in solving this type of questions. The first step is to highlight the keywords in all the statements which you have to look for in the passage. After identifying the keywords, start from the first paragraph and look for a person's name. If you find any person's name in the paragraph, then next step is to locate the statement or opinion with the help of statement opinion words. And the final step is to match the statement or opinion with the keywords given in the statement. Now, let's have a look at the example that we are going to solve today. As you can see, there are 5 statements, and we have to match each statement with the persons given below. Another important thing which you need to keep in mind is that it is not necessary that every person will be matched to at least one of the statements. It could be the case that one person is matched with one or more statements and one person is not matched with any of the statements. Another mistake which students often make by assuming that they have to match all the persons with at least one statement, which is not always the case. Here we have highlighted the keywords for you which will help you to match the person's statement from the passage. Have a good look at all the keywords and try to understand, and more importantly, remember what each statement is trying to say. Now that we have performed our first step of identifying the keywords let's move to the next step, which is start from the first paragraph and look for any person's name in it. This is the first paragraph of the passage, and clearly there is no mention of any person, so we can ignore it quickly and move to the next paragraph. This is the second paragraph, and clearly there is a mention of a person by the name Mark Pagel. Also, we can see the statement opinion word says with the name. Now look carefully at the statement, which is talking about 3 or 4 languages dominating the world. Clearly, none of the statements is talking about 3 or 4 languages dominating or being the most important in the world. Hence, from this paragraph as well, we cannot match Mark Pagel with any of the statements. Now, let's move to the third paragraph. Again, we have a person by the name Michael Cross, and the statement opinion word is according to. So using this combination of name and statement opinion word, we can easily find his opinion, which says that endangered languages are only spoken by elderly people. Again, if you look carefully at the statements, then no statement mentions about old or elderly people. Hence, like previous paragraph, we can ignore this one also without marking any person as the answer. In the next paragraph, you can see the name of the person and statement opinion word in the second line, which means his opinion is given in the first 2 lines, which contain one of the keywords, that is reject. Also, in the last line, his statement is given in inverted commas, in which there are 2 keywords. First is teens, which is a synonym of youngsters or young people, and second keyword is old tradition, which is another way of saying established way. So combining all these keywords from the paragraph with keywords in the statements, we can easily say that the statement number 4 can be matched with the person in the paragraph, that is Nichols Osler. Moving to the next paragraph. If you look carefully at the second line, then you will find all the 3 things required, which are a person's name, statement opinion word, and his statement. Now, read the statement carefully in the second line. It says shifting from one language to another, which matches with the keywords change of language in the statement number 5. Also, there is another common keyword, and that is lose or lost. So combining all these things, we can mark Salikoko Mufwene as the answer for statement 5. Now look at the other person mentioned in the paragraph, which is Pagel. There are 2 statements of Pagel, and only the second one matches with one of the statements because it talks about the connection between brain or thinking and the different way in which people think who speak different languages. So write Mark Pagel as answer for statement number 3. In the next paragraph, there is only one person and his 2 statements. Now carefully analyze his both statements. In both the statements, he is talking about learning and speaking more than one language. There is a specific word bilingualism which means two languages. So look for statements which talk about speaking or learning more than one language. Clearly, the first statement satisfies this condition, so we write the person mentioned in this paragraph as the answer, and that is Doug Whalen. This is the last paragraph, and we have only one statement to match with one of the persons. In this paragraph also, we have highlighted the person's name, statement opinion word, which is says, the keywords in the opinion, which is presented after the statement opinion word. Look at the keywords in the opinion, that is, preventing language dying out. This phrase is similar to saving language from extinction. And the second part of the opinion says that it is not the same as giving it new life, or in other words, that saving the language is not enough. So write the person's name, that is Salikoko Mufwene, as the answer for statement number 2. So this is how our answers look like. Remember, we mentioned in the beginning that it is not necessary that every person's name would be used, and in this case, option A, Michael Cross, is not the answer for any of the statements, and Salikoko Mufwene is the answer for two options. So always remember this point while attempting these type of questions. So guys, you should also use this technique to solve this type of questions. We hope, as always, with the reading tutorials, you have learned a new amazing technique that will help you to score higher bands in IELTS reading. Once again, new viewers, subscribe to our channel and like and share this video as much as possible. Thanks for watching.